Hey
Okay.
everybody, my name is Leslie and I work at the Camrose Women's Shelter especially in the outreach department.
And my name's Trissa. I'm a community outreach worker and I also work at the Camrose Women's Shelter.
So today we wanted to just do a video about how to keep yourself safe when you're staying in the home with a partner who may or may not be violent with you.
And all the following questions, all the following ideas that we have for you can help you develop a plan to leave quickly if you need to and without warning. And so it's meant to keep you safe during a violent incident because we know it's hard to think clearly or efficiently during those times. So here's some ideas to help create a plan so you can be as safe as possible.
So we're going to look at some of the things you want to consider in your home, also outside of your home, things to prepare before you leave, and where you're going to go when that incident happens.
Mhm. So let's start off with inside your home. So while you're in your home, it's best to start to recognize what do you know about the behaviors or the patterns of your partner? How do you know if a violent situation is coming? You can take a look at what time of day it is, any substance use happening, or how many days that you have had or been without money. What are these things? Number two, a good thing to know is what are some things that you can do to calm your partner down and stay safe? As well as number three, what are the safe rooms in your house that have a lock or a window that you can exit out of? So, a key thing for that is avoid kitchens, as kitchens have weapons, and maybe avoid bathrooms, especially if there's no window, because there's no way to get out and you would be trapped.
Yeah, it's tempting to think of the bathroom as a safe place because that's the place we go and lock the door all the time. But it's really typical for a bathroom to not have a window for you to be able to escape out of.
Yes.
When you're thinking about, okay, so there's been an incident, you've had to leave your home. Now, what are you going to do? So again, if you've thought about these things in advance, then you're going to know exactly where you're going when you leave that front door. So few questions to ask yourself are, what are the safe places in my neighborhood? You know, are there any 24-hour places that are open near you, like a gas station or 7-Eleven or Max or something like that? And is there any place that you can go to get away and make a phone call? So, I mean, there's not a lot of people that are using payphones these days, and there's not a lot of them available. But you might also, if you need to call someone, you might need a safe place to be able to just have a short conversation on the phone. So, where might you go that you're able to make that phone call and make an arrangement for yourself? And then also outside of your home is, who are your safe people? Who are your neighbors or your friends or your family that you can call and get support from? It's a good idea to write down the phone numbers of those people, because lots of times during an argument, a phone might get destroyed or might get withheld. So if you've got those numbers written down, then you'll be able to make those phone calls. Is there someone that you can go and stay with in the short term? Maybe it's just for right now or for the next couple of hours. Maybe it's overnight or for a couple of nights. Or maybe it's a little bit longer term than that. Are there any people that might be able to support you in that way? And then when you're there or even in the moment, who are the people that you can talk to for emotional support, who might be able to calm you down just a little bit, get you back grounded, so that you're able to use a clear head to make the decisions that you're going to be making for yourself and your family?
Mhm. Thanks, Leslie. And another thing, as we go into things to prepare, is thinking about what are the important things that we want to take with us. So, number one is have a bag ready to go with numbers of your safe people, have some clothes, extra toothbrushes, and we don't really think about this a whole lot, but extra cash, because that can pay for a cab or it can pay for a payphone, whatever you need. It's always good to have a little bit of extra cash just stored away. A second thing is you want to photocopy important documents to put in the bag or keep with family and friends. And most of these papers can be replaced, so it's okay if you don't, but it really saves you a lot of hassle after you've left. So this can include any kind of IDs for yourself and any kids. This is passports, healthcare cards, status cards, driver's licenses, any sort of ID that's necessary in the long run. Please photocopy it and keep multiple copies anywhere you can. Another thing you might want to photocopy is anything that's related to your vehicle. So your driver's license, like we said before, a registration and insurance papers are really good. The next thing you want to photocopy are any legal orders, any legal papers, including those protection orders, custody documentation, all court documents, housing papers, whatever you need. Again, many copies, keep with whoever you can. The last thing you want to photocopy is any financial papers, such as income assistance, bank and credit card numbers with their expiration dates if you don't want to take the cards with you. To have that number is really good, as well as your social insurance number. So these papers can also go in that bag that we talked about before, and this bag can be held in your vehicle, outside your door, so it's easy to grab and go, or it can stay with family members and friends, so you can pick it up if you need to in a quick hurry.
And so if you're in a quick hurry and you're wondering where is it that you're going to go, again, these are some things that you can arrange for beforehand. If you have a friend or family member that you can stay with, make sure that you discuss your safety plan with them beforehand. Your partner might try calling that person to look for you, and it's a lot better for those individuals if they're prepared for that. And that's also why you want to keep this plan as secret as possible. If there's too many people in the loop, those people might also be exposed to harassment, or worse, as the person is trying to find you. And if you don't have a place to go, don't worry, because that's why the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters was established, and that's why we're doing the work that we're doing here to give you this information. There's a wonderful clickable map that you can find at acws.ca/shelters. And so it's a map of Alberta, and you can click into any one of those shelters on the map, and it will give you the contact information and all that kind of stuff. So you can find the shelter that's closest to you, or closest to maybe your family supports if you're not living in your own community. And you can always reach out. There are a lot of people that are out there to help you. You can also, of course, contact the Camrose Women's Shelter at 780-672-1035. And there's wonderful people there that would be more than happy to help you.
Thank you, Leslie. I think that's all.
All right. We hope that everyone's able to stay safe out there.
Stay safe.